Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Last year, I think it was in June, I made the first time when I made this claim. That claim had to do with a civil war in Ukraine that could occur. I think we are at the Ukrainian civil war at its incipient stage, the beginning, and that is between Zaluzny and Zelensky. Zelensky has more power because he is connected with more than is Zelensky. Zelensky has the military, doesn't have the media, doesn't have weasels, and I don't know how much the Western countries are supporting Zaluzny. Now, I have here two articles coming from Russia Today that confirm, or at least partly confirm, I would say confirm, but I'll let you be the judge, what I've been saying lately, which is the civil war in Ukraine already started. So I'm going to show you two articles. Let's go. What's going on, buddy? And here it is, 5 of November 2023. We have to make peace. Ex-Zelensky aide. Ukraine is fully dependent on its Western backers who do not want to see Russia defeated, Alexei Arestovich has said. Now, it doesn't mean that if this guy said it, he's the pinnacle of truth and knowledge here. But nevertheless, he was a advisor, ex-Zelensky advisor. Now, we're going to go to the next article, which again comes from the Russians, propaganda, right? Could be. Says rational actors, quote unquote, ready to take power in Ukraine. Moscow says certain forces in the country are prepared to put an end to the Zelensky regime. The Russian Security Council Secretary has said, and it's not the Americans, it's somebody else. I suspect it's Zaluzny. Not all Ukrainian elites and politicians agree with Kiev's current belligerent stand against Moscow. Nikolai Patrushev, the Secretary of Russia's Security Council, said on Sunday while speaking at the Russian exhibition in Moscow. And I'm quoting him, rational actors do exist in Ukraine but are currently suppressed by Kiev government. Thus, these forces are already, and I'm quoting, standing in the wings and are ready to take power when the time is right, the former Russian Federal Security Services chief said without elaborating. Well, I think that's accurate, and I'm going to go to a third article. I said two, but hey, I'm going to give you a bonus article at no cost. Here it is. The same from the Russia Today, which these guys, we know they lie all the time. 6th of November, today, cracks emerging within Ukrainian leadership, and this is according to New York Times. The newspaper cited the presidential office's recent scolding of top military commander Valery Zaluzny for admitting that Kiev isn't winning. So these guys are at it. There are growing fissures within the Ukrainian leadership, the New York Times has claimed, citing recent public criticism of the country's top military commander, Valery Zaluzny, by President Zelensky's administration. The general claimed last week that the conflict with Russia had reached a stalemate and that neither side was likely to make significant gains anytime soon. In its article on Sunday, the New York Times alleged that the public rebuke, and I'm quoting, signaled an emerging rift between the military and the civilian leadership at an early challenging time for Ukraine. Thank you very much, New York Times. Do you watch my videos? Because I said that before you. But I think it was very easy to observe that, but I think they just kept the lead on. That was the only thing. Zelensky's admission publicly criticized Zaluzny after he warned in his article for the British magazine that the belligerents were locked in a stalemate, comparing the situation to World War I. The general went on to predict that the Ukrainian military was unlikely to pull off a deep and beautiful breakthrough unless its backers provided with more advanced weaponry, like what, nuclear weapons. So Commander commenting on Zaluzny's piece, Zovka said the last thing I would do is comment for the press about what is happening at the front and what could happen at the front. The official went to my friends. These three are enough for me not to justify or confirm what I say. I don't give a shit what Russia Today says. I have my own information, my own brain, my own experience. So when I reach a conclusion, if Russia Today confirms it or New York Times confirms it, I do that for the public, not for me. It's not like I'm gonna go now and go to the bathroom and take a shower. No, put some medals or anything like that, or new ranks. No, I'm not gonna do that. Why? Because I think I'm better than them. Yeah, that could sound paranoid, but these guys, they withhold information from us. I don't. So from that start, I think I'm better than them. From that point of view, are they able to know more than I? Yeah, at first, they could get the information. The problem is they will not release it. And then I think they are unsincere, which I think I am. Not I think, I know I am. So that's why I'm better than these guys. And these guys are not geniuses, all right, in the media. All right, so all these reasons I gave you, I think some of us are much better than them. And even looking at the situation and assessing it with the information we have that these guys and others provide us. Remember, if you are able to make a fantastic or a good product based on fewer pieces of equipment or resources versus a person with or entity with a lot of resources and the product is garbage, what does it tell you? It's either because the guys with many resources create the garbage because they're incapable, or they don't want. That's the narrative. And yes, people like me and others with little resources that we have compared with these guys, we produce better information and knowledge. I think because we are honest, we are passionate, and we are sick of seeing these guys manipulating our societies, our lives, our civilizations, our families, and us. I mean, they can't manipulate us anymore because we already figured them out. So yes, my friends, we're better than them. We are. The problem is they have more money. That's all. And some connections. But we can have more money. The power is here, and down there, balls. And that's something that they don't have. They're weasels. If tomorrow someone takes over the military, let's say in the States of America, and straighten out things, I guarantee you the mass media will shift. The next second, they will tell that leader's narrative because they're weasels. And if they don't, which I think they will because they're weasels, look, they always parrot whatever narrative. They change like this. You can't be just like that. It's like a fad. All right, my friends, here it is. Big things will happen in Ukraine, and unfortunately, a lot of people will perish. Not the civilians, from the political sphere and the military. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.